Look up on a clear night, not through a window, outside, with the full weight of the dark above you. The Milky Way stretches across the sky in a faint, ancient river of light. Hundreds of billions of stars, each one a sun, many of them circled by worlds we are only beginning to see. Beyond our galaxy, another 2 trillion galaxies recede toward a horizon we will never reach. And somewhere in all of that silence, I believe the most extraordinary thing in the known universe happened. Not the birth of a star, not a supernova, not a black hole collision. A creature became aware of itself. And then, and this is the part that still fills me with something I can only call awe, that creature looked up at the same sky I'm describing and began to ask questions about it. That is what we are exploring today. Not just intelligence, but the long, improbable, energy-hungry road that leads to it. Hello, I'm Terry Adair, author of Where Are the Little Green Men?, The Adair Hypothesis, and Earth, the Goldilocks Planet. And welcome to the Fusion Star Project Studio. For most of Earth's history, there was no intelligence. Let that land for a moment. Life existed for billions of years as single-celled organisms, microscopic, silent, marvelous in their own way, but utterly unaware. Then multicellular organisms, and plants, fungi, animals, an entire living world, endlessly complex, endlessly dynamic, and not one creature in any of it wondered why. Life flourished long before anything remotely resembling human thought appeared. And that tells us something important. Something the universe seems almost to be whispering to anyone willing to listen. Intelligence is not inevitable. If it were the natural destination of evolution, Earth should be crowded with technological species. We should have company, but we look around and we find only ourselves. The sole species that has built cities, written poetry, split the atom, and launched machines into the dark between the skies. Only us. That alone suggests something remarkable. That the path to intelligence is not a highway. It may be closer to a rugged mountain trail that most life never finds, and even fewer survive to the summit. But what is intelligence exactly? It's not a single thing. It appears in layers, like the geology of a canyon, each stratum built upon the one beneath it, each one taking unimaginable time to form. The deepest layer is simply awareness, the ability to sense and respond. A bacterium moving toward nutrients has a kind of awareness. No thought, no reflection, just chemical response. It is the faintest flicker of a signal that will, over billions of years, become something extraordinary. Then comes perception, the construction of an internal model of the world. Fish have it, birds have it, mammals have it. They are not merely reacting to the universe, they are interpreting it, building a small, imperfect map of reality inside themselves. Then consciousness, perhaps the deepest mystery in all of science, the subjective experience of existence, the feeling of being. Dogs possess something of it. Dolphins, elephants, chimpanzees. These are not empty machines. There is something it is like to be them. And then, rarer still, self-awareness. The famous mirror test hints at it. Chimpanzees, bonobos, dolphins, elephants. A handful of species seem to recognize themselves. Not another animal, themselves. A threshold so profound that most of the animal kingdom has never crossed it. But humans crossed it, yet another boundary beyond even that. We became aware that we are aware. We contemplate ourselves from the outside. We model the future. We revisit the past. We build not only maps of the world, but maps of ourselves within the world. And from that strange, recursive loop emerge the most consequential abilities life has ever produced. Communication, culture, technology, civilization. Language deserves its own moment of wonder here. Many species communicate, whales, bees, wolves. birds with songs of astonishing complexity. But human language did something no other communication system in the history of life has done. It made knowledge immortal. Before language, before writing, before story, before the spoken accumulation of experience passed from parent to child, knowledge died with every individual, a lifetime of learning gone, the hard-won lessons of a generation erased. Language broke that cycle. A child born today inherits thousands of years of accumulated insight. Mathematics developed across centuries is handed to a 10-year-old. The medical wisdom of 100 generations is present in a single clinic. The astronomical discoveries of Copernicus and Kepler and Einstein arrive in a classroom. This may be the single greatest force multiplier that evolution has ever produced. And then there's curiosity, the desire to acquire information for no immediate survival benefit. A child asks why, is told, ask why again and again, in that maddening and magnificent spiral of inquiry that every parent knows. That same impulse, restless, relentless, fundamentally unnecessary for day-to-day survival, is what built the telescope, the particle accelerator, the radio dish pointed at a silent sky. Curiosity is information-seeking behavior, and information is survival. The more accurately an organism understands its environment, the greater its chances of navigating it.